Hello and happy new year to you all. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first video you're watching. I have been quite, I don't want to say lazy, I just feel like my priorities have been a bit, I don't know, they haven't been on my YouTube channel for the past wee while, but it's a new year. I want to start afresh. If you don't know me already, I'm Megan. I live in Scotland, northeast of Scotland, with my husband and my two little girls. They are both under 2, Mila and Gia. And I started my channel when I was pregnant with Mila, so a lot of the videos back then when I was just kind of coming into motherhood for the first time. So a lot of my videos back then was kind of centered around, being a mom, that sort of thing. But that was a couple of years ago, I think I started my channel, it must be. And my life has taken a new direction because as of this year, I will become a yoga teacher. So I am doing my training at the moment. Yoga is something I've been doing for a few years, kind of in and out, but I suppose the last couple of years I've really been like dedicated to my yoga practice, and I just love it. It's kind of like a huge part of my life right now, and I suppose it will be for the rest of my life because I am making yoga my career. I kind of making it my life. So yeah, so that's really exciting. So I suppose I'm kind of starting afresh with my channel, and it will be a lot about sort of yoga, health, wellness, well-being, just kind of taking you along the journey with me. And I think if you're a yoga teacher or yoga is a big part of your life, you kind of never stop learning because there is so much to learn, and it's all about self-development. So yeah, so I'm just going to take you along my journey. And I thought I'd start the year, my first video of the year, because everyone's kind of thinking about goals or resolutions. I would like to show you ways which I doing things, or little tips on how I'm creating a life I love. It's something I've kind of been working in self-development for probably about a year, a little bit longer than maybe a year and a half. I've really been taking like self-development and just my general well-being like pretty seriously. So yes, I just want to show you how I'm creating a life I love. So stick around if you want to keep watching. Okay, the first thing I would say is come up with some goals and write them down. They don't have to be limited to a year. I know, people are kind of thinking about a year because it's a fresh year, what you want to achieve in the year, which is great. I've done that. I've wrote down things that I want to achieve in the year, but you can also write down things that kind of go beyond that, maybe the next 5-10 years. So write them down, and write them down somewhere you're going to see them. So if you're maybe the notes on your phone, or I write them down. I've got a diary, it's more like a planner thing that I can write my goals down, and I also like break them down into mini monthly goals as well. So every month I will kind of review my goals, see where I'm kind of at, and write down little mini goals I think like achievable goals for the month. So I kind of have a focus on, I know what I want to do or should be doing to reach my bigger goal. So write them down, and you can also create a vision board, which I think is really useful. You can do it in your phone. I like the app Canva, where you can kind of, make like a collage type of thing. That's the word I'm looking for. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way, where you can like get a board, a cardboard, big bit of cardboard or whatever, and maybe use a magazine or printouts and cut out words or pictures of things that you want to achieve in your life or in the next year. So it should probably go hand in hand with your goals. Whatever your goals are should be on your vision board. But basically, whatever way you do it, find pictures of what you want to achieve. So say you want to be a teacher, you can maybe get a picture of a school or something, and then put down your feeling of how you think you will feel if you achieve that goal. So write down the word next to the picture, and then that'll kind of resonate in your mind every time you see it. And make sure you put your vision boards, if you're doing it on your phone, you can set your screensaver as your vision board, or you could have, if you're doing it the old-fashioned way, you could have it on your desk in your office or in your bedroom, just wherever you think you're going to see it quite often. So yeah, that is the first thing, and that'll give you focus throughout the year or however many years. Okay, my second tip is, if there is something that's making you unhappy in your life, change it. I took this advice myself a few years ago. Someone I know ended their life, and when I went down to go to the funeral, my dad actually said this to me: never get yourself into a stage where, you know, you're really unhappy. If there's something that you're not happy with, just change it or ask for help. So that kind of stuck with me for a few months, and then basically I was kind of feeling like my life was pretty monotonous. You know, I was in a job that was challenging, I would put it that way, and I didn't particularly like it. I think I'm not an office girl. I think that's probably what it comes down to. I hate sitting at a desk 9 to 5, so I felt like my life was pretty monotonous, hence why I'm training to be a yoga teacher. But basically, me and Greg basically upped and left. We packed up all our things and we moved to Spain. And it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I just kind of needed to give my life a bit of a curveball and a bit of excitement. And yeah, I've learned so much from that year, and I have the best memories, and I wouldn't be here where I am today if we didn't do that. So yes, just change. What if there's something that's really making you unhappy, change it, or ask someone for help to change whatever it is that you don't like, whether it's a job, or if there's someone in your life that is making you unhappy. You know, you can make steps to either mend that relationship or walk away from whatever is making you unhappy. Kind of going hand in hand with that though, understand that your current circumstances are temporary. I feel like everyone's kind of goal in life is to be happy, but things happen in everyone's life that are difficult. At the moment, my family is going through something that is extremely difficult, but understand that your circumstance is temporary. Things aren't going to be this way forever, and you need to try and make the good days outweigh the bad. So, you know, things can happen in your life that's difficult or that's sad, but I don't know, how I'm kind of dealing with my situation is trying to focus on the positive things instead of the negative. I don't want to dwell on the negative. I don't want the negative to kind of overtake my life. It's a pretty big deal what's going on, but I need to focus on other things as well, and just understand that life is amazing as well. It doesn't always have to be sad, and even people going through sad things, if you know, it doesn't help if you're focusing 100% of the time on that. And I'm lucky that everyone in my family they all kind of share the same view in that. So that's kind of what's getting us through, is to try and focus on the good things and understand that this is just a small portion in your life, and things can change and things can get better, and they will. You know, you're gonna have sad days, things are gonna happen, but then also remember that tomorrow's a new day. You know, just take it day by day, I think, is what I'm kind of getting at as well. Just don't fast forward the future. No one knows what's going to happen in the future. Don't dwell on the past either. Just kind of be in the now and live your life day by day. Something I love to do is to practice gratitude. Now, a good way to do this, I would say, is to get just a notebook or whatever, a piece of paper in the morning or in the evening, whatever suits you, or in the middle of the afternoon. Write down 2 or 3 things that you are grateful for, or even one thing in that day that you're grateful for. And then you can kind of see that, okay, even if there's, your life could just be amazing right now, but if you are going through like a difficult time, it kind of like makes you see, you know, things aren't all bad. There are really good things, and you'll start to fall in love with you. The more you do it, you will really start to fall in love with your life and think, you know, I'm actually in a really good place. I'm really fortunate. So it's really a really nice thing to kind of practice is gratitude. And I feel like everyone's got so much things to be grateful for. You know, we've all got different lives, we all have different circumstances, but there is always something to be grateful for. And I think the more we do that, the more we'll kind of see that we actually will start falling in love with our own life. I know it sounds really cheesy, but it does, it really works. And it puts you in a positive headspace as well, which is so helpful. I think we all want to just feel happy and feel content as well. I think being content and being happy are kind of like, that is what we want to be. And I think if you're grateful for what you have, then you'll start to feel content and just happy in the place that you're at right now. Okay, and my final tip for this video is to believe that you can. I think we are all very good at talking ourselves out of things, especially if you're in a negative headspace. And it's usually down to fear, you know, fear of failure or fear of success or fear of what people think about you or will say. But I'm putting myself out there doing YouTube. I was petrified putting up my first video, and I kind of held back for a long time because I don't know, I was kind of thinking about, oh, what will people think about me? I'm from a very small town, so not a lot goes on around here. So I suppose, you know, people maybe, the people will judge you no matter what you do. If you do something amazing, or if you know, there's always people out there judging. But at the end of the day, if you're doing something that makes you happy and they're judging you for that, then, you know, who's the winner? So I just think, forget about what people think. You know, don't worry. If you don't achieve what you set out to achieve, then there's always something you can learn from. So don't be scared to fail either. Just go for it. Like, at the end of the day, we have one life. So don't stop your life for other people. Just believe in yourself and tell yourself every day that you can do something. Maybe start doing affirmations saying, you know, if you want to lose weight, which is something that a lot of people are trying to do right now, or be healthier, wake up in the morning and love yourself and say something that you're really positive about yourself, like, oh, I'm really funny, or you know, I have beautiful eyes. Just keep reminding yourself of the things that you love about yourself, and then go out and achieve what you want to achieve, because you can do it. If you put your mind down to something, you can do it. You know, life is limitless. You can really do whatever you want to do. Just, it's usually ourselves that are stopping ourselves. So just tell that thing in your head to just shh, and just go for it, because at the end of the day, you're only going to regret what you didn't do. That is how I am achieving a life I love, and right now I feel so happy and content, and there are circumstances in my life that are pretty shitty, to be quite honest, but overall I have a pretty amazing life, and I am really in love with where I'm at the moment, and I'm excited for the future to see what happens, and anxious for the future at the same time, but it's not stopping me at the moment, and I'm trying to just lead the best life that I can, and I have focus and I've got direction. There is always uncertainty, no matter where you're at in your life, there's always uncertainty, and you can't let that stop you being happy at the end of the day. So I really hope that you have all had a wonderful start to the year, and are feeling motivated to smash your goals. And yeah, I'd love to hear what your goals are actually. So if you have any for the year, please put them in the comments, because it is motivational to kind of hear what other people are aspiring to do. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to kind of follow me on my new journey in life, my new yoga journey. And yes, I will hopefully see you all soon.